Hi, my name's Ian and welcome back to my channel, and this is my series, My Take, where I offer my own take or opinion on issues here in New Zealand and around the world. Today I thought I would cover the tragic death of Johnathan Lewis. Most of you out there have probably never heard of him. Johnathan Lewis was a white teen who was tragically beaten to death by 8 to 10 black teens in the United States a few days ago. Now, apologies, I don't really know which state it was in, but as far as I know, he was sticking up for another kid that was being bullied. Now, I don't know whether that kid was white or black, but he was defending him anyway. And these other kids obviously got him on the ground and they kept kicking him and punching him until he perished. Now, I'm going to be completely real and give my honest opinion on this situation. There's been very, very little media coverage outside of America on this, which is a shame. Like, this should be a thing that gets discussed throughout the world. But let me just be real about this. If it was 8 to 10 white teenagers who violently assaulted, regardless of reason, a black teen, there would be widespread protesting. It would be all over every international outlet in the world. There would be cries about how bad white people are, and this is a hate crime, and whites always attack blacks, etc. Even though actually a black person statistically is more likely to kill a white person in America, but that's by the by. You're not allowed to discuss that either, because, you're seen as some kind of ist or phobic nowadays for, trying to point facts out. But anyway, I'm going to give my honest take a bit more on this. We all know as well, like I said, if it was say anywhere between 6 to 10 to 12, they reported it as high as 15 at one point, but I think some of those kids were trying to stop the other kids, so I think it's now more 8 to 10. But let's be realistic here. We all know, like I said, if there was 8 to 10 white teenagers assaulting a black teenager, there would be a massive, massive outcry. And I'll be blunt on this, given the state of the world in the West in 2023, I will be stunned if they get a murder conviction. They're trying to do them for murder, but I at worst think that the worst offender will get maybe the minimal manslaughter charge you can get in America, whatever that is, man 3 or something. And the others will probably all get wounding with intent or something. And since most of them are between 13 and 17, most of them will probably get a slap on the wrist, But cue the obligatory excuses, since they're a minority in the West, oh well, white people have privilege and he said something racist, or I'm poor and I don't know any better. Because you know why? Because unfortunately, whether we all like to admit it or not, we have soft bigotry of low expectations, because we've all been trained and taught over the last 20 years in the world that white people bad, black people oppressed victim, regardless of situation. So, it makes it harder then to look at a situation any other way. So yeah, like I said, you'll see the obligatory excuses that always accompany this sort of stuff come out. But let's bear in mind, if there were poor white kids who assaulted someone, there'd be they wouldn't wear the poor excuse. they wouldn't wear the uneducated or drug addicted excuse. Maybe it's about time, instead of us throughout the world just assuming that, say, whites or cops are racist towards, black or brown skinned people in the world, maybe it's about time some of these black and brown skinned people start looking at their own cultural flaws. If you think the cops are racist, or you think white people are racist towards you, avoid them. Don't put yourself in situations where things can happen. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's about time we start making others look at their own cultures a bit too. Anyway, I have to kind of watch a lot of what I say on this because I don't want to get my YouTube channel obviously cancelled. If I was free to bluntly say what I truly thought without fear of consequence, then I would. But, just look it up, the Johnathan Lewis case, and it'll be interesting to see what happens on this. I'm going to see if I can follow it to see if I can find out any more. I'll try and keep you informed. As usual, guys, I welcome feedback, but please always keep the comments YouTube friendly and respectful. Thanks. Bye.